Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 59 of the Sam Hossack Media Podcast. Before we get to our two special guests today, I'd like to send a huge couple of congratulations here. Last night during the National Women's Hockey League draft, 3 former guests were drafted. I'd like to extend a congratulations to Megan Barris, who went 3rd overall to the Toronto Six, Michaela Langai, 6th overall to the Minnesota Whitecaps, and Julia Scammell, who went 17th overall to the Metropolitan Riveteers. Now, without further ado, and this ties right into the NWHL, we have 2 guests, 2 sisters from the Buffalo Beauts. Our first guest, she is a graduate of Mercyhurst University, was an NWHL All-Star, and scored 4 goals in the NWHL's first outdoor game. Please welcome Buffalo Beauts team captain and Ontario Provincial Police Officer Taylor Accursi.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Now, our second guest, her younger sister, a graduate of Brock University, just finished her first season in the NWHL in the bubble and is currently enrolled in nursing at Triton University. Please welcome Buffalo Beauts forward Hunter Accursi.
Hello. Thanks for having me as well.
Absolutely. Now, we'll get right into things here and we'll get right into sibling questions. I know everyone wants to hear some of these answers for. So what's your favorite memory together as siblings?
Favorite memory as siblings? Oh, geez. Well, we've had in regards to just anything, I'm gonna say for me, our parents used to put us to bed and we would sneak out of our rooms and meet at the top of the stairs and think that we were so cool for doing that. And looking back, it's super hilarious. But for me, that's probably top notch. I don't know about Hunter.
Yeah, I would have to say just always kind of having someone to play with. Even though she was my older sibling, she used to play with me and I would pretend that she was the baby. So that was always a good time too. And it still translates to this day.
Now, whose room was messier as kids?
Oh, definitely. Definitely me.
Yeah, definitely Hunter. And it's still bad. It's still horrible.
I have way more clothes. So yeah, it's hard to keep it all neat.
Now, what are some things you guys love to do together as sisters?
Work out.
Yeah, that's probably
it. Yeah, or go on vacation or tan or whatever, just hang out.
Yeah, she's not the type to go shopping, really. That's my forte. The nails, things like that. That's my forte. So we like to work out. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't have the threshold for that.
Now, what's something your sister's really bad at?
Texting. Hunter, for being on her phone all the time, is the world's worst texter, at least with me. I know a few family members could attest to that. So I'm going to go with texting.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad. I see it and I forget to reply. That's my problem. But for Tay, she's not a very good cook.
Oh my God.
If you're okay with chicken fingers and fries the rest of your life, then you're good.
Now, what's a weird habit that your sister has?
A weird habit. Well, it takes her about 45 to an hour just to put her makeup on. So that's weird to me. She'll walk around and I know that she's getting ready to, I call her she's getting ready to paint. So I know that, oh God, she's getting ready to paint, get the paint brushes out.
A bad habit is she has to smell her food before she eats it. She could have like, again, it could be the chicken fingers and fries, but she always has to smell it before she takes a bite.
Now, describe the last thing you guys did together.
Oh, geez. It's been tough. It's been a while since we've actually kind of hung out, just with like her being in school and me working, and we both just kind of recently moved. So the last thing we've done, I don't know, Hunt. What is it?
Probably pack
Yeah.
pack up our stuff from our childhood house, and yeah.
Now, who was the first one that was always up early on Christmas morning?
Oh God, that was kind of when we were kids, both of us, and now we used to fight to like, oh, can we please sleep in till like 11? Our parents had to get us up to do like pictures and gifts and stuff.
Definitely.
Now, what did your sibling want to be when they grew up?
Taylor wanted to be an NHL hockey player, so she's pretty much there in the women's league. But yeah, that's what I'd go with.
Hunter, she's the brains out of the two of us, so it was always something that was going to be like in medicine or something that just requires somebody to be really smart. So nursing is Hunter's definitely in the right profession for that. So
now, what outfit did your sibling wear all the time as a kid that your parents still talk about?
Oh, I really wish Mom and Dad were watching.
I know.
My sister was a big tomboy. So she just used to rock, like the basketball shorts and t-shirts all the time, a ball cap. That was her go-to.
Yeah, Hunter, she would like go and play in my mom's like closet, so she would put like all of these random clothes on and come down with like high heels that like only half her foot would like fit into. Oh, it was like so cute. So yeah, we still talk about that.
Now, what does your sibling always disagree with your parents about?
Oh,
that's a toughie. I mean, when we were younger, we used to obviously get into it a little bit with our parents, not just like any kid does.
Yeah, that's tough. I can't really say like we would disagree. It's just kind of we would go and hide behind the door and like yell at our parents like in a whisper, but like that's about it. We were scared of our parents growing up.
Now, is your sibling competitive? And from some research, I found out you guys never finish Monopoly games, and there's a Mario Kart story that we'll get into after the question gets answered. But who's the competitive one of the two of you?
I would definitely say Taylor's more competitive. I don't like to lose, but I'm not a poor loser. I don't like it, but it happens. But Taylor's definitely more competitive than I am.
Now, from my research, there was a Mario Kart story where Hunter lost 2 front teeth. Let's hear this story and how that kind of happened.
Yeah, so we were playing Mario Kart Wii downstairs in our basement, and Taylor kind of takes off the story here a little bit. She's better at telling this part.
So I was obviously leading the race the entire time, and I was a good driver. I was a good gamer back then, and it was one of those things where, the sibling rivalry, like Hunter wanted to win, I wanted to win, and it was kind of one of those things where bragging rights for the evening or whatever, and I was leading the race the whole way, and the very last, like I want to say probably would have been like 80 meters or whatever, she throws an egg or a banana at me. I can't really remember which one it was, but regardless, my cart stopped and she went buzzing by me, and I got pretty mad that she beat me because she got in my face after it, and I threw the controller at you, didn't I?
Yeah, the wheel and all.
Yeah, and it hit her in the mouth. Today. Obviously, it's not something I'm proud of. I hate losing, but no, I'm just kidding. It wasn't something I was proud of. But yeah, that's a story, and she never lets me forget it. So
Now, what's one song that would describe your sibling?
oh, I can't say my song. It's it's definitely a Nicki Minaj for sure. Oh no, Cardi. It's Cardi B. Cardi B. I'll give you an artist.
Yeah, I don't know for Tay. We're gonna keep it PG here.
Probably like some Nickelback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what's your sibling's most prized childhood possession?
One thing my sister actually was really good at. I don't know if it's a possession, but it's more like a memory. She was really good at beating me in posts. And for whatever reason, I don't know how or why, but this little kid just comes up and just starts kicking my butt and in post. And I was so ready to I thought it wasn't even going to be close. And she starts just beating me game after game after game after game. So that's something I got to give to her.
For your possession, I feel like when we were younger, just cleaning out our rooms now from moving, she used to collect sand like everywhere we went on vacation, and she had a tough time letting some of those go. And she's still like that. She likes to keep little objects, if you will, from like vacations we go on or places she's been. So she holds on to a bunch of things like that.
Now, what was your sibling's worst fear as a kid, and has it changed?
Tay's worst fear was definitely getting the lights turned off on her before she went up the stairs. So she would run up as fast as she could, thinking someone was chasing her. And I don't think that's changed. So
no, it's very still much a thing. For Hunter, I think it was like thunder and lightning storms, because we both would run into like our parents' room and hide in their bed. And yeah, it was either it was got to be between that or like actually going to get water yourself in the middle of the night. It was too dark. So
Now, what's your sibling's most embarrassing childhood moment?
Oh, I can't stop.
Oh no. There is honestly, there is so much.
Yeah, I feel like Taylor takes the cake for this one. She's got a lot that we look back on and just absolutely like I still can't even hold it together. But when I was like younger, I went to a daycare, like when my parents went to work, and my sister was getting her face painted like a Toronto Maple Leaf, because she's a big Leafs fan back in the day. And she just like, they asked her to tilt her head back, but she leaned back in the chair and fell, and poor thing, we just all started laughing and she ran away. So the rest of the day she had half a maple leaf on her face. So yeah, we'll go with that one.
Oh my God. Yeah, we still laugh about that. You at family dinners, like, oh, we just howl at that. I know it's like, it doesn't sound like that funny, but oh my God. Yeah, it's funny. Trying to think for Hunter. I mean, she was pretty like buckled in. Like she didn't really allow herself to have any of those types of moments. I know one time there was a track and field meet, and I was, again, being competitive, and this isn't something I'm proud of, but like, she was in it was the 100-meter dash hunt. I think it was the 100-meter
Yeah.
dash. And I don't know. She just like, she, she was short. She was just always short, and everybody else had a growth spurt, and everybody just went by her pretty much. And it was awful. I felt so bad for her. I said, a few choice things, like she wasn't very good, but we got past that. I think kind of, we're still getting past that.
Yeah.
Now we'll get into the NWHL side of things. Obviously, Taylor, unfortunately, with work this year, you weren't able to make it into a bubble and play with your sister. But just talk about when you heard Hunter was signed with the team and how cool of an opportunity was it going to be to play with your younger sister?
Honestly, it was awesome. It was pretty exciting. I know my parents and the extended part of our family were super excited that we were both actually going to be on the same team. We took different avenues to get there, and it was just kind of like a surreal moment showing up to our first like team practice and getting those team pictures in, and seeing that she's wearing the same shirt I am, and she's got an H in front of the exact same last name. So it was super cool to have that experience, and it's just unfortunate that I didn't or wasn't able to get a game in with her last season.
Now, for Hunter, take us through your first season. Obviously, it was in a bubble, but how did it kind of go for you personally, do you think?
Yeah, it was a little bit crazy. I mean, it kind of worked out for me a little bit with school. That I was able to go and play in a setting like that, because right now we're online. But it was a quick season, to say the least. You kind of got right into the swing of things. Obviously not the outcome that we wanted, or I mean, I would have liked to have got my first goal. I mean, the very first game I got robbed by Ives in the last little bit there, and that'll haunt me for a while, until maybe I pocket one and get rid of that memory. But definitely an unreal opportunity to be able to play my first NWHL season in Lake Placid on the Herb Brooks Arena, for sure.
Now, heading into next year, obviously with the NWHL draft last night, how excited are you guys to get back and meet some of your new teammates that were drafted last night?
Oh, I think I think last night was great for the Buffalo organization. I think from what I've heard, we've got some really good players coming in, some good talent, and some all-around players. And that's exactly what we were looking for. And I'm super excited to be able to meet a lot of the new girls, and looking forward to doing some big things this upcoming season for sure.
Yep, I'm gonna set it better myself.
Now, obviously, the NWHL is definitely the go-to league for the women in hockey now. So how cool is it to be a part of a professional women's hockey league?
It's awesome. I mean, we're all everybody who decides to put a jersey on for their selected organization is ultimately agreeing to be a part of something bigger than themselves. Ultimately, we're trying to pave the way for the younger generation and allow them to have goals and aspire to be like we are. And so it's a great league. It's full of opportunities, and even with Anya Packer, she is a great example of just the type of opportunity that this league can give you in regards to being a player, and then moving to the coaching, general management, or even higher up into the administrative side of things. So I think it's great. And I'm happy to be here and be a part of it.
Now we'll get into each of your careers here. We'll start with Taylor. So just take us through, first of all, committing to Mercyhurst and how your 4 years there went.
Okay. Yeah, I committed to Mercyhurst University verbally when I was in the 10th grade. Graduated high school, went there. I was super excited to be a part of a program that was known for for winning, and for recruiting really good hockey players. My 4 years there, weren't like your typical 4 years. You hear other players, they've had nothing but great experiences, given opportunities and so on and so forth. My 4 years there, and a lot of athletes don't really open up about it, but it was a struggle. Every day to go to the rink was a struggle, and being able to get the opportunities to showcase my talents didn't really come within the first couple of years there. And that's the thing that I try to be open with, especially with hockey players looking to commit to schools now. They should be very careful about, they need to research everything about where they're going, the coaching staff, what they're about, their systems. I wish that I could have played all 4 years the way that I would have finished my career out the last two, as far as ice time and opportunities went. That wasn't the case. And, but maintaining a positive attitude, we were able to go to the NCAA championships, I think 3 out of 4 years, win a CHA championship. And ultimately, I met some really nice people, great. And I still have best friends there, from the university itself. And, got a great education out of it. And here I am now. So it's off to you, Hunter. Over to you.
Yeah, so for Hunter, just take us through committing to Brock. And Hunter's the first youth sports athlete we've had on the podcast. So for the Canadian listeners up here, just take us through your 4 years at Brock University.
Yeah, so I didn't even commit to Brock or anything with hockey. I totally had my hands wiped of it. I thought going to university, was like, let's just focus on my education, do things like that. Once I had went to Brock and stuff, we knew Corey, which is like who he was, one of the recruiters for Brock, had asked me to come out for a skate. So I was like, I don't really know. It was my dad that kind of pushed me. I was like, well, why not? Like, see if this is something you want to do. Sure enough, I went out for a skate and ended up on the team. So kind of like a similar situation. I didn't get a lot of ice time there. It kind of didn't really matter what I did on and off the ice. Opportunities just didn't come my way per se. And it is what it is. I was able to move forward and focus on my strengths and not get down in certain situations. So through the 4 years, it taught me a lot. I grew as a team player for sure. I stood up for other players. I stood up for myself and what was right and what's not right. I kind of took a leadership role in that sense, that I protected my own players as well as myself. It just taught me how to be a strong individual, build resilience, and how I want to treat people throughout my career as well. So yeah, it's just awesome that I actually had an exhibition game against Buffalo where they were able to see my skill sets in different plays. So that was nice, and it's awesome to have moved into the National Women's Hockey League, looking at my stats and maybe some ice time, there could be a few head scratches there, but it comes with the coaching, and it, sometimes you don't fit their bill, or it doesn't really matter what you do. So you just have to take it with a grain of salt and push forward.
Now, for Taylor, after graduating, you wanted to get into policing, but your sister convinced you to go with the Buffalo Beauts. So talk about that, because right now you sit 1 point behind the franchise lead for points. So how cool of an experience has it been over those 4 years after maybe you might not have wanted to do it?
Yeah, definitely give all the credit to Hunter in regards to pushing me to go out for the Beauts, because again, after university, I was done playing hockey as far as I was concerned. I was ready to move on. And my sister kind of just came up to me one day and said, look, the Beauts are holding open tryouts. I think you should go. And before I could say anything, it was too late. So she had already submitted my paperwork to go. So I guess I was going, and then, it would just it was a great fit. Right from the very first day I stepped on the ice with that organization, and it's been awesome. It's been a lot of fun. I've met a lot of really great people, great fans, and it's time that this cup comes back to Buffalo, just because it's solely about the fans and how much support we have down there. And yeah, I cannot wait. I'm so excited for season 7.
Now, obviously, you've both been a part of a team, so let's get into some team fun here. So, best and worst TikToker on the Buffalo Beauts team.
Hunter.
No, being in the bubble, a couple of us got the TikToks going for sure. I would definitely say Autumn McDonald was our top end TikToker for sure. And a worst one, I would just say all the older girls. They got no idea what's going on there. Poor things. So yeah, the older generation struggled for sure.
Most likely to forget something on an overnight trip.
Most likely to forget something. We played with a girl, or I played with a girl. Hunter actually went to university with her. Kim Brown. She was a couple seasons ago. She had to take this season off. Her. I'm going with her. My answer is her.
Yeah, and having played with her, not with the Beauts, but at university, yeah, she's was definitely the type of kid that would forget something or leave something.
Loudest on the ice and in the dressing room.
In a good way or in a bad way?
Either or.
On the ice, I would definitely say Iveta. She definitely screams out there. It's a different language too, so you don't even know what she's saying, but you'd hear her. I don't know. I don't really know who's like super, like, I'm like loud, but funny loud. I'm not like, get your heads, like in the game, I'm more like, okay, let's put a good tune on and like dance. So I don't know.
It wasn't in the bubble, but a lot of the players or a lot of my teammates would say that I'm pretty serious, especially if we're like losing. But I wouldn't say that I'm overly vocal. I just say what needs to be said and move on.
Now, before we wrap up here, for Taylor heading back as captain of Beauts, what do you have to say to girls on your team, especially those coming in? What can they expect from you as a leader?
For me, it's I hold myself to the same expectation I hold to everybody else, and that's just to show up, ready to work hard and work hard for the person next to you. It's great being able to, score goals and make really good plays. But if you're not in shape, then you can't really do much. So I hope everybody's, working hard over the summer, and looking forward to a great opportunity. And that's with the Buffalo organization. And I can't wait to meet everybody. So
now
bring the cup home.
For Hunter, how excited are you to get back on the ice and finally get to play with your sister next season?
Yeah, super excited. I mean, we've been on the ice together for a couple practices in Buffalo. Haven't had the game day opportunity yet, but I know my parents are really edging for that. So
that's why she doesn't have her first goal yet, because I haven't sauced it to her perfectly. I'm just kidding.
Now, last year you guys got T-shirts made out from the Beauts. How cool was that to have that, and to obviously going in this season being the first two sisters to play together in the NWHL?
It's definitely a ride. It's awesome. It's different. Yeah, I don't, the T-shirt thing is super funny to me. Hopefully this year we can get a different picture on there, because, we only had one to choose from, but yeah, hopefully we can rock some other stuff this upcoming season and get some different merch going. So
Yeah, I agree with the photo. But that's okay. It's just fun. It's definitely fun. Can't wait to see people wearing them around, and we'll bug them a little bit which one they like better on and off the ice.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, last season being in a bubble, how excited are you guys to get back and be able to have what seems to be a regular season that's actually going to be normal, not be in a bubble this year?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm just excited to be able to like travel to the different places, play in the different arenas. That's a big thing, and you know, the short turnaround in the bubble that we faced was a lot. So it'll be nice to have, you know, we play games every weekend, but it'll be nice to have that week.
Awesome. Well, on behalf of the listeners, I'd like to thank you both for coming on here, and we wish you the absolute best and best of luck next season, and good luck playing together. Hopefully you guys don't take each other's heads off in the locker room.
Just practice.
Well, thanks.
We need her.
Yeah, just practice. Oh God.